When accountability becomes a cage, the hidden cost of carrying more than your share. Accountability is powerful until it's weaponized. Being accountable is often praised as a sign of maturity. It means taking responsibility, owning your mistakes, being someone others can count on. But what happens when accountability becomes something heavier? When it slips from being empowering to becoming a cage? Some of us were raised to believe that everything is our fault, that we must always fix, explain, soften, or take the blame, even for things we didn't cause. And over time, we begin to confuse accountability with over responsibility. The subtle shift. When you start apologizing for existing. You might notice it when you over explain your feelings, or when you say sorry just for taking up space, or when someone hurts you, but you're the one who ends up making peace. That's not accountability. That's emotional captivity. You've been conditioned to carry the weight, not just of your actions, but of other people's moods, mistakes, and reactions. And it's exhausting. Are you holding more than your share? Ask yourself, do I feel responsible for how others feel, especially when they're upset with me? Do I apologize or explain just to keep the peace, even when I've done nothing wrong? Do I fear being seen as selfish, even when setting normal boundaries? These are signs that your sense of accountability may have crossed a line. Real accountability is balanced. It's rooted in truth and mutual respect. It doesn't demand self-erasure. You can't be the hero and the scapegoat. If you were the fixer growing up, the one who smoothed things over, calmed tensions, or took on emotional burdens, you might still be playing that role without realizing it. But being the emotional glue in every room comes at a cost. You start to shrink. You silence your own needs. You get used to blame as a language of love. And deep down, you start believing, if something went wrong, it must have been me. That's not truth. That's conditioning. Reclaiming accountability without losing yourself. Healthy accountability sounds like this. I recognize my role in this, and I'll take ownership of what's mine. It does not sound like, I'll carry the blame just to make this go away. You're allowed to hold yourself accountable without accepting false guilt. You're allowed to say, that wasn't mine to carry. I'm not responsible for their reaction. I can be kind without betraying myself. You are not here to be the emotional trash bin. You're not here to absorb everything that others refuse to deal with. You're not here to be blamed for someone else's discomfort. You're not here to clean up emotional messes you didn't make. You can choose clarity over guilt, boundaries over blame, truth over tension. You can love people and still let them own their own stuff. Final thoughts. Step out of the cage. Accountability is powerful. It makes you strong, self-aware, and real. But only when it's mutual, only when it's fair, only when it doesn't ask you to disappear. If you've been stuck in the loop of over accountability, of shrinking yourself to avoid conflict, of apologizing for existing, it's time to step out of that cage. You were never meant to carry it all. You're allowed to breathe. If this reflection brought you a moment of peace or insight, please consider liking the video and subscribing to Purely Voiced. Your support helps this space grow and reach more hearts that need it.